Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your spiritual revolution guidance reading for the month of Virgo. Okay, so the month of Virgo goes from August 22nd until September 22nd, and we have a couple of heavy hitting days during this month. But I also want to point out that this is Virgo. It is Earth. It's another Earth sign, just like you. So this month is actually trining your sign, which lends a harmonious kind of vibe. So if the past month was a little bit of a struggle, just know that there's some relief coming. And I believe that's going to come through in this reading. Now, first up, on August 27th, this is a big day because we have the full moon lunar eclipse on August 27th, I said already, but the full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces. And so we have Pisces and the sun opposite each other, and both of these luminaries are squaring Uranus. So lunar eclipses are typically about, receiving some clarity, because eclipse season is releasing the old, getting rid of all the karma and the things that no longer align in your life so you can move forward. It's like we're cleaning house. It's a karmic broom that is sweeping away anything that is no longer aligned, so that you can truly, live in your path. But with this lunar eclipse, with the square to Uranus, Uranus is a planet of unpredictability, of revolution, of individuality, and this kind of unique expression. And so it feels like the kind of clarity and the guidance that we're going to get during this lunar eclipse is expect the unexpected. I think the next steps on the path are going to be something that you're not, that you weren't expecting, that you didn't see coming. And it's going to be, I think, pretty exciting once we can figure that out and listen to the guidance that is coming through. We also have on September 10th, the new moon in Virgo. And new moons are the start of a cycle. This is really when we are to plant our seeds for the future and do manifesting. And this is, a really big one after the eclipse, because there's been a lot of chaotic energy and things have been changing. And with this whole Uranus energy, what we thought we were trying to manifest might not be what we want to continue with going forward. And it's important to point out that on this new moon in Virgo, Uranus is stationing retrograde. So it's really going to ask us to reflect and to reconsider what it is that we want for the future. And the last date that I want to point out is on September 17th, Chiron, which is the wounded healer, has been retrograding and sitting in your sign, Taurus, at 0 degrees. However, on the 17th, Chiron is going to move out of Taurus and back into Aries. So it's really asking us to review our identity and who we are. And are we telling the truth, not only to the people around us, but to ourselves? Like how, this card has been wanting to pop out the whole time I've been shuffling, but how true are we being to ourselves? And I think a lot of the clarity that's coming through on this lunar eclipse, the ideas of what we want to plant for the future on the new moon, are perhaps going to be challenged a little bit when this the Chiron moves back into Aries. Okay, so you are being asked, Taurus, to connect with your root chakra this month of Virgo, which, of course, grounding energy. It's an earth month, just like you. But with action. So in the root, we tend to store a lot of our energy. In our hips, we store our negative emotions, and our digestion can get messed with if we're not, releasing energetically what we need to release. Then physically, our release suffers as well. And you're being asked to bring some action into your life, movement, perseverance, discipline, and motivation. Okay. Sometimes, Taurus, you can be stubborn, and sometimes you can also, just kind of get stuck in where you're at. And you are now being called to find some action. And sometimes if we're stuck mentally, emotionally, spiritually, then what we need to do is move our body, and that gets the rest of the juices flowing. That gets the rest of the party started. So I believe you're really being called to find a daily practice. And Virgo season is all about the daily practice. It's all about structure and routine and getting back to work. It's back to school season. And you are being asked to find more movement in your life, whether that's working out in the gym, dancing, going for walks, reconnect to your body. And I think that that's going to help you to process all of this stuff that has been coming through in Leo season. And then, oh, I love this. The other overarching energy you have for the month of Virgo is exaltation. And exaltation is the moon in Taurus, in your sign. And so this is great support for you. And this is also a confirmation, a validation that this month is going to feel good. You're going to feel exalted. Things are going to go right. If, like I said, if last month was feeling hard, and if I remember correctly, the reading that we had from last month, that's what came through, then this month is going to be a bit of a rest, but a celebration. Like you're going to feel lightened and like you're returning to your vitality. So this exaltation is going to come through. And because it's the moon in Taurus, this is not just in your external day-to-day life, but your internal life. You're going to feel emotionally stable and secure and emotionally supported through the month of Virgo. So I love getting that message for you. And it feels a little bit like relief. Like I don't know if this is the case, but it almost like I could sense that there were some Tauruses who, once I said that, were like, okay, thank God, let's move on. Okay, so let's get some detailed reading messages for you in this reading. So if you are finding yourself watching this video, it is because you are aware that there is a spiritual war going on between light and dark, and humanity is in the middle. And you are being called to be part of the spiritual revolution. And there are some messages that your guides want you to hear for this month. And again, the month of Virgo is from August 22nd, almost at April, August 22nd until September 22nd. Okay, so just overall looking at everything, it feels so good. I'm so excited for you, Taurus. So moving into this month, you are bringing the energy of the star. And the star, first, like I'm just thinking of all of the celestial things that have been happening with the solar eclipse, the upcoming lunar eclipse. We've had the Lionsgate portal, we've had meteor showers, so like alignments, all of these things have been coming through. And it's like, even though if the last month has been a struggle or there's been some challenges, you have been shown how much power you have when it comes to creating your world and manifesting your destiny. And that's what the star is all about. So you are bringing into this month this renewed sense of power but it's like a calm kind of power where you're like, okay, if I can get through what happened this past month, then I can get through anything. And not only get through it, but learn the lessons and really embody the I don't want to say lessons again, but like that's what's coming through, is embody the learnings from the lessons. And so that you don't, fall into the same traps or into the same situations in the future. And you're really learning how you can take control of aspects of your life and to let go of the things that you cannot control and be okay with that. Taurus, I know, like as fixed earth, sometimes you want to control everything, and you know what's best for everyone else in your life, but they have their own journeys, and it feels like this is something that you're coming to learn and appreciate, acknowledge, and accept. And so the star is what you're bringing into Virgo. And what this is giving you is the Fool, which is a sense of release. Like, knowing that you don't have to control or dictate everything that happens and things will still work out gives you peace. It gives you this sense of freedom of like, okay, it's like liberating, right? Like knowing that you don't have to hold on to all the balls so that nothing gets dropped. Other people can be responsible and do their part and to help support you as well, so that you have your time opened up to do the things that matter to you. And it feels like with this Fool, that's what you're being called to remember and to lean into and to really enjoy your sense of freedom and to enjoy the things that light you up. And it feels like this is going to give you that sense of exaltation. And this is going to allow you to connect to your root and to, find the practices that bring you motivation, that will allow things to move through you, whether these are physical practices, meditation, grounding, all those kinds of things, but it feels more active. Like it feels like you are feeling very renewed. And that's what this Fool energy is also bringing through. It's like this renewed sense of, ooh, I get to do the things that really light me up and that I feel passionate about because I don't have to worry about every single thing. And I love that that lesson is coming through for you right now. And then towards the end of Virgo season, so the energy that you're leaving the month with is the Sun. So you go from the star to the Sun. And the Sun is, oh my gosh, it's so joyful. It's such a celebration. It feels like by relieving yourself of all the pressure and all of the responsibility, not only is this allowing you to celebrate and to, enjoy life more, but the people around you feel like they're able to contribute and they're able to, help you out because they've seen you struggling. That's what's coming through. The people in your life, whether this is your family, your relationship, your children, your work, your colleagues, your soul tribe, your community, they have seen you kind of taking on everything and how it's been weighing on you. And now that they're able to help out, that you trust them, then they're able to celebrate that as well. And this really feels like a beautiful return to harmony, and not only an inner peace for you, but an outer peace, and a peace where everyone has a role to play and feels really good with their part of the puzzle. And so, like, really, that's all very, very positive. And, that's what I was feeling at the beginning of the reading, that this month, this Virgo is going to be like a relief for you. So that's amazing news, Taurus. And let's get a final message here for you. What else does Taurus need to know for this month of Virgo? What is coming through? Ooh, okay, this is interesting. Have faith in your dreams. So you have the waxing crescent moon, and the waxing crescent comes right after the new moon. So, okay, I love that that's, bringing us back to this new moon, because there are seeds that you need to plant. So now that you are in this kind of renewed creative cycle where you don't have so much pressure, so many things weighing you down, now you can really plant the seeds for what you want to bring forward in your life. And then I think you can actually, you don't have to worry about how things are going to happen. But I think you can see how certain people in your life are going to help you to manifest what you need. And this is like a big thing that I want to point out as well, that if you are co-creating something, if you have plans for the future, whatever your dreams look like, if they involve someone else, whether this is your partner in relationship or business, your family, then co-create consciously and intentionally with them. Like, do a manifestation ritual with your partner or with your family or with your friends, and let them know what your vision is. Find out, like, really understand what their vision is. Does it align? Are you guys truly co-creating together? And because I think sometimes when we're trying to manifest something and the people in our lives that are included in this energy, if they're not fully aligned, then you can actually be like working against each other without even knowing it, like unintentionally. So really get clear on what you want and make sure that it's aligned with the people in your life. And then do some kind of a ritual for the new moon to plant for the future, because you are in this new cycle. And have faith in your dreams, because you have this star energy. You can create whatever you desire. Like, you are designing your reality moment by moment. And by having faith in what you want, that's, really trusting that and knowing that you can overcome any challenges that are put in your path, because now you have true evidence of how you have done that. And I am so excited for you, Taurus. This feels like a new start, a new beginning, and I'm wishing you all the best. And I hope something in this resonated for you. If it did, please drop a like, share, subscribe, do the things that help the channel. And again, this is a general reading. So if you want to dive deeper and you want to know how these energies are affecting you specifically, I do personal readings as well, where we dive into your chart and we can pull some cards too. The link will be down below. Hit me up. And thank you so much for being here with me. And I'll see you in the next one.